gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of The Greatest Humans. Today we will be covering the people, culture, and landscape of the Ming Dynasty. First and foremost, let's introduce Professor Sam Chua from Peking University to give us a brief introduction of this glorious empire.
We all know Ming Dynasty is one of the greatest dynasties in Asian history. Its foreign culture and legendary story are so attractive that its history has been written by a ton of different authors. 16 emperors and 276 years of history. The Ming Dynasty is both mysterious and ancient that has a lot of secrets for us to discover.
Thank you, Professor Sam Chua. Since everyone knows that true knowledge is obtained through experience, let's travel back in time to the Ming Dynasty, talk to the locals, and see what they're doing there.
Hi audience in the front of TV. Now we are at the gate of Ming Palace. We will interview Mr. Zhu Yuanzhang for politics during his period, including wars, rebellions, and his thoughts towards the empire.
You better know that I'm a busy man, so please be concise.
Okay, what is one battle in your dynasty that you remember the most and why? It could be battle before or after you die.
Well, it's probably going to be the Jing'an battle between my son Judy and other official in the government. Judy, who is a very ambitious child, slaughtered 20,000 people to achieve his goal, which is to become an emperor instead of a lord. He succeeded when he murdered all my favorite generals who did not want to compromise to him. Pretty tough battle.
Alright, thank you Emperor Zhu. See you next time.
Shifting back from Zhu Yuanzhang's reign, now let's turn to the ship for Zheng He's voyage. As the first man traveling across such distances, Zheng He is a great man with almost the largest accomplishment of his dynasty. Now you're on the ship from China to Southeast Asia. One important character is leading this voyage. That is called Zheng He's expeditions. Hello there.
Hello there. I'm the chief manager of this voyage to the east. I have a fleet of hundreds of thousand ships, and I will be trading spices, silks, and porcelains with the foreigners. It will strengthen our relationship with those exotic people.
How many voyages in total have you been to?
7. I arranged the largest scale of series of voyage in the history that no one can be compared with. I even reached the Persian Gulf in my 4th voyage, making the one of the largest achievements in Ming Dynasty.
How long did it take for you to complete the expeditions?
28 years. Each time I carried more than 200 ships and thousands of men, and we conquered some small tribes and countries during the journeys.
All right, Mr. Zheng He, thank you for your cooperation. Now let's shift to the workers in the Ming fields and ask them about the construction of the Great Wall. As one of the most well-known architectural projects in China, the Great Wall has been serving the Chinese as a protector of outside invasions. The Ming Dynasty was one of the major dynasties that spent efforts to reconstruct the Great Wall. Now our reporter will ask some construction workers in Ming and interview them about this project.
Hi there. Hi guys. Are you okay? I see you're doing a lot of work in this field. What is this big and impressive project you are trying to build?
This is Ming Great Wall. It's 8,851.2 kilometers long and started building from 1381 to 1555. And this project started on Qing Dynasty, and emperors from all dynasties have been working on it to protect the country's border.
Country borders? What does country border makes unsafe to you?
The East Mongolians, after the two new battles which took place in 14 49, which is the battle in which Emperor Ming tried to conquer the East but ended up as being a prisoner of Eastern Mongols. The ministers of the emperor had suggested him to rebuild the Ming Great Walls from enemy invasions.
Tumu battle, how bad a defeat was it?
Failure bad. 66 minister and general fought to death. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers died from lack of water and exhaustion. I'm not feeling like recalling it.
The plague has been troubling humans for centuries and caused millions of deaths. It was first brought from China, then spread out to the European continent. Our special reporter Mills will interview a family troubled by plague.
By now, we are at Taiyuan, one of the cities first hit by the plague, and hundreds of thousands of people dying from it. In front of me is a family of two people, a sister that has caught the plague and a brother, fortunately staying healthy. Do you have anything to say about the plague?
I have a hatred towards it. It started in 1640s, brought by no reason, and soon came all over northern China. The ancient Chinese doctors could not effectively heal it, and people simply waited for death after catching the disease. The weakness of northern China has determined the fate of the Ming Dynasty.
There are not any cures or treatments for the plague? Not any at all?
Ancient Chinese doctors used herbs as medicines, attempting to heal the patient with medical soaps. They had almost no effect on the plagued patients.
You think it was because of the plague that enabled the Qing to be able to attack?
Absolutely. It strongly alleviated the force of Ming military since the majority of soldiers were not able to fight. And the Qing, led by General Li, found a chance. The northern Chinese witnessed the revolutions of the Qing, but could hardly do anything to stop themselves. Originally, the plague started in China and was spread to Europe through trade.
Thank you for that interview, and now back to our anchor.
Following the Tang Dynasty and Song Dynasty a few hundred years ago, the culture of Ming Dynasty flourished especially well with arts and science. It is now the reporter's turn to meet a great artist and a scientist in Ming history. Matthew?
Right next to me is one of the greatest artists in Ming, Shenzhou. He has talent in drawing sceneries and is master of Chinese portraiting. Hello, Mr. Shen. Can you give us a brief summary of the development of Ming art?
Yes, of course. Through the entire put in the forbidden art from forty in Ming, artists still through put their wits and crafted unique. Discounted man forgets and rebuilt, and the classes drawing which involves mountains and lakes. The use of links, blending and watercolors have made Ming arts not any worse than those of the Tang Dynasty.
Any knowledge of in science field as well?
Obviously, the department in science in Ming especially focus on weapon design. The photographer of bombs, gas, even armed ships were created. Ming had a powerful fleet led by San Gui, which had earned strength, litters, and even growth wars to each sailors.
Thank you for your explanation. Now let's cut back to our anchor room.
After a thorough discovery of people and events in Ming, I believe that your understanding towards the dynasty has raised to a new level. It is often amazing to see how people in our past create such astonishing inventions. It is the end of the Greatest Humans channel today, and it is my pleasure to see you next time.